Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, hey. You know what? I'm gonna take off my cardigan because I get quite hot doing these things. Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? It's Saturday. Normally you don't even see me on a Saturday because you know what? I'm usually having a pajama day. Okay? But today it's an exception to the rule because I am so excited. I've been away, I've come back. I feel full of new energy and life and revival inside. And out of that revival has come this program called Purpose Driven Profits. And so yes, for that reason and you guys really, that is why I'm dressed and that is why I'm here speaking to you this afternoon. Now let me see if I can find this thing. Let's find this thing so I can share it around the place and we can start talking about the fact that you have a purpose, you have a call. You get to choose it. You get to choose it. It's not gonna make you, hello Linda, lovely to have you on here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's not gonna force you, your call, your purpose, your whatever you wish to call it, it's not gonna force you to live it out. But this is the thing I know about you. And I'm not looking at you completely, but I am. I'm looking at you. I can see you. This is the thing I know about you. You want to live a purpose-driven life. You want to create wealth doing the thing that you actually love to do, the thing you feel called to do. The problem you have, and it was a problem that I had as well, is that you're not sure that you can. You're not sure that it's possible. I'm just sharing this, which is why I'm looking all the way over here. So I'm sharing this, and in fact, whilst I'm sharing this, remember this is the Church of RNK, even though I did not put it in the title. How dare I not? In fact, going to add that on. But this is the Church of RNK, and you get to respond, man. It's not just Rosemary Nonny Knight speaking to you, although, she will keep talking, but she wants to, okay, stop talking about myself in the third person. I want to hear from you guys, okay? This is about building community together. This is about us together designing an amazing life, okay? Not giving in to any of the rhetoric that tells us that the way we are right now is the way we're going to be forever, unless this is what we choose. But for a lot of you, and you know it, I can see you, honey, I can see you. You know you're born for more. You know it, you know it, you know it. There's a part of you that is hungry. That's why you come here listening in, because you're hungry for more. You're hungry for something extra, and maybe you catch a glimpse of it every so often as I'm talking to you. And I'm saying, honey, if not now, then when? If not now, then when? When are you going to wake up to the fact that, you know what? God, spirit, higher power, Papa, in my case, is absolutely waiting for you to decide that, you know what, I'm not just talking about this stuff, I am seriously ready to move forward now. And you know what, it was from this place of talking in this way, of kind of journaling out all of this stuff and thinking, how can I make this simple for people? How can I help them live out the call on their life really easily, really simply? And purpose-driven profits came out of that, okay? There's some crazy noise outside my house. I think somebody next door is doing who knows what, basically. Purpose-driven profits came out of that, okay? Ooh, before I do that, let me just... Guys, if you can share this as well, I will appreciate you for ever. It'd be really cool if you would share this too. If you've been in my world for any length of time, you get good value from these calls, these streams with me. So please tag somebody else in. Let's spread this message. Whoever is sending me love, thank you very much. I love to receive love. So guys, I also love to hear from you. So tell me where you're streaming in from. There's a few of you on here right now. Tell me where you're streaming in from. Let's have a bit of a sing-song as well as a let's talk, okay? Because I'll tell you some of the stuff that I was thinking about this morning. I should have done this earlier, but I was trying to complete the Purpose-Driven Profits page, which I'm even going to mention here right now. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/PDP, which is Purpose-Driven Profits. So what I really want you to do, not necessarily immediately, okay? I want you to just keep that in mind, because this is the program that's going to help you to deliberately design an online, a highly profitable, purpose-driven online business in just 90 minutes a day. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, whether you have technical skills or don't have technical skills. So if you've been thinking that technical skills have to get in the way of that, then it's not true. Somebody's asking me a question. Oh yeah, purpose-driven profit, Kian. Yes, and you understand neighbor noise. It's been 11 days straight, 3 to 9 long care, same neighbor. How do I not let it affect my vibe? Absolutely, I get that. Hello, Narayana. Thankfully, I don't normally hear noises. It's actually quite quiet on my street over here, but this time it's just like, what is that noise? But anyway, lovely to have you. Am I saying your name correctly, Kian? Is it Kian or Kiane? I don't know. Put it phonetically so I know how to spell it. Thanks, Narayana, for correcting the spelling of my name. I'm sure it was just, what's that called? You know, on your phone, you're typing it really quickly and everything kind of comes weird. It rhymes with Diane. Oh, okay. Kian. Kian? Diane? No, Kian. Okay. Okay, Kian. I like that name. What does it mean? I love it. That's a really cool name. Mian. Hello, Mian. How you doing as well? Okay. Now let me see if I remember this affirmation for today. Let me look at it again. Because I was kind of making it up just before I went live. We'll get there. Kai, I like it. Ooh, tell me, please. Tell me, start typing it in. I want to know the story. I am very well, thank you, Mian. Thank you very much. Or is it Mayan? Okay. Okay. Oh, do I remember this? Do I remember what it sounds like? Can I just make up another one now? I have a purpose, I have a call. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. Oh yes, we'll do that again. I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a call. Yes, 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 I do. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a call. And I choose it now, I choose it now, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a call. Oh, and I choose to live it, choose to live it all. That's it. That's me slightly making it up, but this is it. I really want to get across to you guys, man. You do have a purpose. I don't even think I need to tell you. You do have a purpose. You do have a call. You know it. You know it. Thanks for sending the hearts and everything. My parents' last thing they agreed on was the name Diane, okay? My 4-year-old older sister Ninja named me Karen, and they let it ride. Fast forward, after my divorce, I was reading mythology and found the pool of, where is it? Kian. A place where a woman emerges from the underground. Oh my goodness. A place where a woman emerges from the underground. It's also a shade of blue. Wow, love. And it makes peace with Diane and Karen. Oh my gosh, as if they collide. They do, as I reclaim my mermaid heart and define my life. Love it. I love it. I love the place where a woman emerges from the underground. Oh my goodness. That is a powerful choice of a name. The fact that you even chose it as well. Oh my goodness. That is powerful, honey. That is powerful, and that is you defining your life, defining who you are now to be known as. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I suppose that's journey. All of this, isn't it? It is about us defining what our life is to be like. It is us choosing that, you know what, it doesn't matter what has happened. It doesn't matter what kind of craziness we've been through. It doesn't matter any longer, because from this moment forth, we choose to live a life by deliberate design. Oh my gosh, I felt the power of this song. It was healing. Thank you for hearing my story. Yes, I love your energy. Thank you. Thank you, my honey, as well. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And I'm sure everybody here listening into that, my goodness, a woman or a person, you know what? Okay, for Kian, it is a woman. But for all of y'all listening, it is you emerging from the underground. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where you've been hidden. Because that's what I was thinking about this morning, actually, when I was putting together the page, and I really wanted to do the live stream earlier, but it was just like, no, I need to finish what I've started right here. Because it's like, you know what, for the first, who knows what, 28, 29, 30, 31 years of my life, I felt hidden. I felt in the underground. I felt as if the darkness was all around me. As much as I had big ideas, big dreams, big plans for what life was supposed to look like, oh my gosh, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening at all. And I was sitting there this morning just thinking, as I was writing out the page, practically bringing myself to tears. Because it is my story as well. The story of feeling abandoned, of feeling forsaken, of feeling as though nobody gets it. You know, I've worked with a heck of a lot of coaches who, when I remember actually my last coach, or one of my coaches, when she asked, why is this important to you? And I said, freedom. And she said, oh, that just sounds so generic. And I was like, you have no idea. Because if you've been through the stuff that I've been through, when I say freedom, oh my gosh, when I say freedom, it's not just generic. It is the ability to choose to design my life the way I want it, not have anybody telling me how I have to live, not telling me that because I am born into a certain family or a certain culture, or I have a certain color of my skin, or I have a certain who knows what story, that therefore my life is now set in stone, that somebody decided how I was to live for the rest of my life. No, I have a purpose and I have a call, and I choose it all. I choose. You have to choose, just the way Kian has done right here. You come out from the underground by choice, by decision. And that is, I made decisions for a long time. For about 31 years, I wasn't making any decisions. Yes, freedom, the ability to choose. Yes. We speak it with power. We speak it with love. Absolutely. Enough keeping the dream small. Thank you. I need to hear this so much. Yes, absolutely. And so for me, for 20, God knows what, 31 years, it took me to finally wake up to the fact that I was being very passive about my life. Yes, I can tell you all the sad stories, and there are many sad stories of all the things that happened to me, all the things that happened to my family, all the poverty I've seen and everything. And I do not diminish it, because it was real. And I had to escape that stuff. The same as you have to. Because this is the thing, I've put together this program, okay? I've put together this program because it took me years to learn some of the stuff that I've had to learn in order to be here speaking to you. In order for me to start to define my life. In order for me to decide, you know what, I'm not going to be a pharmacist any longer. And I know you hear, some of y'all hear the word, pharmacist, it was easy. No. It was not easy to get there. It was almost against a heck of a lot of odds. And even then, it wasn't even the right place for me. It wasn't the right place. I had to then make a different choice. So I know where you are right now. For some of y'all, you have made the decision to start stepping things up. And okay, you know what, you've already started. But for some of you, you're still sitting down. You know you have a purpose and you know you have a call. But there is so much fear. There is so much, this is the way my life has always been. I don't think that's any other way. And no matter what you say, Rosemary, I'm just going to sit here and wait for some miracle to come and save me. Honey, you are the miracle. You are the miracle. You are the miracle that God himself is waiting for you to step up and say, you know what, I'm tired of having these dreams. I'm tired of having these visions. I am ready now to step up into the fullness the calling on my life. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really... Oh my gosh. Amen, Carissa and Stuart. We are autonomous individuals who need to express our individual talents for the collective good. Absolutely, we do. But sometimes we forget that. We forget it. For 31 years, I forgot it. I thought my life was, I don't even know what I thought. I just remember thinking, especially the last 3 years or so, 28 to 31, after going bankrupt, depressed, thinking, oh my gosh, none of my dreams were ever going to happen. That is how I felt. I kind of gave up on myself for a while there. And I see people doing that every single day. And I know the pain or the I don't know what that brings you to that place. But it's time to wake up. It's time to step up. It's time to know that this is not the end of your story. All too often, yes, people forget. But it's time to wake up. It's time to own your story. Come out from the underground. Oh, thank you, Kian. That is just too powerful a name. My goodness. No, it's just the right kind of powerful. Oh, Lordy. I have a purpose, I have a call. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a call. Thank you, Carissa. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. Yes, I do, I choose my life again. I choose. I decide to win again. I decide. No more fear, no more pain, no more hate. I choose my life again. I choose it all. I choose it now. I have a purpose, I have a call. Oh, I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. Yes, I choose. Yes, I choose. I choose it all. Okay, good morning, Willadina. Good morning, guys. We get to choose, we get to decide that, you know what, I don't care any longer about the past. I don't care any longer. I am now stepping up. And again, coming back to that place of fear. You are the one that gets to choose to live a different kind of life, man. And sometimes you don't even recognize that it is fear that holds you in place. There's always good sounding reasons. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have technical skills. I don't have blah, 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 blah. But this is it. Nothing that's happened to you is a waste. Everything that you've overcome can be used to bring freedom to somebody else. And I know for most of you all, you want to change lives. But first and foremost, guys, you need to change your own life. No more of this struggle. You know I'm very much about financial independence because this is it. It's all right for me to talk to you about this stuff. But if you do not have the independence and the freedom, and whether you like it or not, no matter how spiritual you are, if you're broke, it's too hard. How are you going to do the things you dream of if you cannot pay bills or you are just about covering everything? Let's be really honest about this stuff, because sometimes it's easy to talk about the high stuff, higher thoughts, or so we call it. Higher thoughts. But then someone starts telling you about reality, you gotta live as well. You're welcome, Carissa. Yes, Willadina. You've got to live as well, okay? It's all right to us talking about purpose-driven and being spiritual and, oh, God, and this and that and the other. But, honey, you have to live on this planet, and there is a way. You are so blessed to live in this day and age where you can reach an incredible amount of people regardless of time, regardless of technical skill, regardless of money. Because these are the three things I hear from people so regularly. It's like they tell me about their vision and how they want to do this and they want to do that. And it's like, oh, why are you not doing it? Oh, I can't afford it. I can't work with this. I don't know how to. No, that can no longer be the reason that you do not live out the purpose or the call of your life. Can I tell you that it is a choice that you're making to tell yourself that story over and over again? And whilst you tell yourself that story over and over again, you kind of like shut the door on living out the fullness of your call. You shut the door on it when you tell yourself anything that says, I cannot do it now. If there's a whisper inside of you, that still small voice talking to you, telling you that you are born for more, then honey, it's time. How do I do this? I saved us from going bankrupt by working 65 hours a week last year as a nurse, but I'm exhausted and need to stay dedicated in a way that doesn't exhaust. I don't want to lose my 2-bedroom home. I am a single mom. I've held faith and published 3 books and 2 CDs this past year. I'm doing it, but need to thrive. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm doing it now, even though it means eating oatmeal and noodles. I still remember eating, Rice Krispies was my thing of choice. And that was the only thing I could afford, basically, was Rice Krispies. How do you do it? Even now, whilst you're in the middle of the drama, you have to dare to start building that audience. Let's talk about this very practically. You have to build an audience. It's all right to have written the 3 books and it's great to have the 2 CDs, but if nobody knows you are there yet, Kian, then nobody knows you're there. You have to build an audience very, very deliberately. And this is stuff that we're going to be going through in the Purpose Driven Profits program. But I know you're also in YDF, which reminds me, how haven't I shared this to YDF? I know you're also in YDF, and I know that in terms of Facebook building your audience, YDF is a pretty amazing program to get that done as well. So there, you have to, one, you have to build an audience. 2, yes, I like Rice Krispies. Wait, let me just share this with YDF and then I'll carry on. But yes, what you have to build an audience. I talk about this all the time. You have to build an audience by communication, which I know you do a lot of communicating already. You've started to do stuff for sure. So I see things that you're doing already. You need to communicate. You need to start capturing those people onto a mailing list, stroke a page, but you go beyond the page into mailing lists so that you can start sending out emails and things like that. Are you doing all the rest of the online business thing? And you have to do it consistently. You have to do it consistently regardless of where you're at right now. Because this is the thing, and this is the thing when people say to me about, oh, but I don't have any money right now. What am I supposed to do? It's like, well, if you keep doing what you've been doing, then you keep getting the same results. So you have to somehow break out, even though it is scary right now. It's like when I paid out 10 grand to pay for a coach, a mentor to help me start my business. I promise you I didn't have the money. I didn't have it, but I knew that if I kept doing what I was doing, I'd keep getting the same crazy results. Now, I don't think anybody, or I don't need anybody to pay 10K to anybody, basically, unless for whatever reason you choose to, and that's fine too. But my call is to make it as accessible as possible to people. Purpose-driven profits is exactly how I'm doing that, right? There's so much to consistently pull off. Yes, so much, but you'll do it. And I get it, because that's why I've to try to do this within 90 minutes a day, because people are already busy. You're already busy, but unfortunately, the only way you're going to break free from here is to do something different. And that sometimes to start with means adding something a little extra to your life. And then you're getting very deliberate about getting people buying your stuff, very deliberate about asking them, because that's the other thing about being a spiritual entrepreneur. People don't want to ask for money. Because as I was saying, there's all these higher thoughts about how you're going to live your purpose and dream, blah, blah, blah. But then there's when we talk about real, let's ask for the money, people are pulling back. You know what? Even sitting here, as I was talking here, I felt a little bit of a pullback myself, thinking, oh my God, am I being too blunt? And but this is the truth. This is the reality people are living right now. Let's be honest about it. If you know, because this is the thing, I see so many spiritual people, and I know that we are connected to an incredible amount of energy. We talk about it, we affirm it, all of that stuff, but is your life demonstrating it? That's what I want to know. If you're Christian, you sing about the same power that conquered the grave lives in me. Oh, lives in me. Is it your reality though? Is it your reality? So I'm talking to Christian here, but I'm talking to spiritual people all in all. I do feel that if you know that you are connected to universe, how can you be living small? How can you choose to live small? And it is a choice. We have to get past all of this thinking that somehow money is not spiritual. It is as well. If you don't have it, you know. You know how it feels. So let's be real. That is why I've put together this purpose-driven profits, guys. RosemaryNonnyKnight.com/PDP, because there's just this pull in my heart, and it's like I wish I had the words to explain to you guys how much I really want to give, how much I really want every single person listening in, everybody that joins that program. I am literally going to be I am probably even more committed to your success than you are. I don't think that's healthy though, but it is the way I feel, because I do feel that spiritual entrepreneurs, creatives, we need to step up and start living to the fullness of our potential. Yes, I meditate daily. I'm connecting to source. I feel the richness of the universe. I give and keep flowing. Currency is the current. Keep moving. I love your energy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kian. It's lovely having you here. But do some of the stuff that I talked about there. Grow your audience. More people need to know of you. It's quite incredible the difference it makes when more people know of you. It really is. Okay, I'm going to be talking about all of this stuff in Purpose-Driven Profits, but you know what? I know you're in YDF. I think you're in YDF anyway. I think you have the program. You can start with that. Start with that then. Or come and join me in the PDP, which I think is pretty dang amazing if I do say so myself. But this is it. It'll be 8 weeks of us working together. 8 live calls. You and I really talking through your business, you know. As well as coming into the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club, where I give that blanket of support, and you'll see some of the stuff that people in the club are already saying. You go to the page, it tells you what they're saying, what they feel about being a member of the club. There is nothing like it on the planet right now. I'll tell you right now, there is nothing like what I do in the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club. There's a reason I've created it that way, because I know what it is like to be on the crazy side of life where things don't seem to be working out the way you would like them to, and you're alone and you're trying to dream these big dreams and nobody around you gets it. They don't get it. They don't understand why you can't just settle down and just work your ass off the same as they are, and then, you know, hopefully maybe, you know, when you're 65, maybe you'll get to, you know, maybe retire. I'm working on a lot at once from 6 a.m. to midnight. I get it. I'm YDF. My life averages 6 to 8, and one went to 8,000. My life's cool. Powerful, honey. Yes, you do have inspiration to give, but are you asking for the sale? Are you asking for the sale very, very directly all the time? All the time. I'm sorry. I know not some people say, no, you have to be this, or you have to, nah. You know that the only way people get to really experience the power of you is just like I know that if you come and work with me, it's so much different from just being on a live stream with me. So therefore, I will tell you in as many different ways as I can, because I see it as a disservice if I don't tell you. I've had lots of people tell me, no, but it's too much selling. I don't care. If you believed like I believed in what I'm offering, how could you hold it back? I'm struggling with structuring the program. I'm funneling it, planning it out. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in Purpose-Driven Profits. And I promise you, honey, I've made it so accessible. So if that's what you want support with, then go and get it, okay? I get it that not everybody can work one-on-one with anybody. So that's why I'm trying to do this, where there's a blanket of support where, yes, I can help you with funnels and give you ideas for such. Okay, yeah, I can't come into your house and do it for you. But what I can do, however, is get on the phone with you quite regularly, be in the group with you very regularly, helping you map this stuff out so you move forward. And this is for everyone, not just Kian. It is for every single person who is ready to step things up. Instead of just thinking about it or wondering about it or hoping that somehow some kind of miracle will happen again, you are the miracle. You make the decisions. When you're ready to open up to the next level of your life, I promise you this. If you will work consistently, doing the stuff that I teach on PDP, literally your life will change. Your life will change. Your money will increase. Because that's what I say to my DMs all the time. It's like, if I could just make you guys consistent. And you know what? There's lots of consistent people in there. There are people elevating their life right now. Come and join us. Join us through PDP. So we go through this 8 weeks together. And we start to live out that purpose, that calling. We start to do the stuff that we're here to do. You struggle, Kian, with the program and all of that, come into the group. I can help you out. But for you as well, you have the CDs, you have books. Start to promote those massively. Map out an email funnel. If on the live streams, maybe just invite people to join your list, and then on the list, send out emails. Automate them so that they're coming out regularly to people. So you start to get to the point where you're making sales every day. Then you just increase the number of sales you're making every day. And so next thing you know, you're getting where you need to go. Not having to work 65 hours. I know what that's like. As a pharmacist, I used to work from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. just to kind of keep things going. So I know what that's like. I'm still waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to keep doing this? And then I got pregnant. Oh my gosh. It was a very, very confusing time. Let's put it that way. And it's time for things to change. We have work to do. Worrying about how we get from one end of the month to the other is just, it can no longer be the story. No longer be the story. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. I have a purpose, I have a call. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a call. I have a purpose, I have a call. I choose to live it, I choose it all. Yes, massively, I spent years creating value, amazing books and music, spent too much time on this, even getting a master's degree to be the best writer. Oh my goodness, yeah. I love teaching, I stumble over the simple. I know how that can be. Over the simple how to build an email list. I'm ready. It is time, honey. It is time. It is time to do all of that stuff, to get that stuff in place. It is incredible the difference it will make, okay? As long as you keep building that audience every single day, you keep funneling people down to a funnel that you've created, things will change. It is fairly simple, just like you said. It is simple stuff. It's just simple stuff that we don't do sometimes. Basically, we're looking for the complicated. Everybody's looking for that magic system that everybody's hiding from them. No, the truth is right in front of you. Are you going to do something with it though? rosemarynoninight.com/PDP. That's purpose-driven profits. Come and join me. We're starting on Thursday. This first one, super low pricing, okay? This first one, and I am committed. I still remember sitting in my parent-in-law's conservatory, getting this. It's like a download, really, of this program, and thinking, oh my gosh! This is just like, oh my gosh, if I can get people to be consistent with this work, their life will change, their finances will change, they will be able to live out their purpose, and we together, we will start to impact the world in ways not seen to date. Literally. Because, I still think about, everything happening in the UK, happening in different parts of the world. I can't help but have it on my mind. I don't follow this stuff, but this is what I know. There's a lot of uncertainty, and the reason why there's so much uncertainty is because people like us, you and I, are not yet living to the fullness of our potential. You know it inside of you that you're called to more. if not for just you, do it for the people you are going to impact. But you know what? Just love yourself enough to live out your purpose. Love yourself enough to live out the call on your life. Choose it. Choose it. That vision you had, it is your permission to move, but you know what? Nobody's going to come and kick you. I can talk to you, but you have to move. Right now, what you can move to is rosemarynonnyknight.com/PDP. I'll put the link in again for you, just in case you missed it the first time. Go and have a look. I'm not just talking to Kian here, I'm talking to all of y'all, and you will know if I'm speaking to you because there is a stirring in your heart right now. You know it. You know it's your time. You know it's time to move forward. You know it. You know it. And on that note, guys, I'm going to sing this one last time and I'm going to bring this to a close. I have a purpose, I have a goal. I have a purpose, I have a goal. Yes, I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a goal. I have a purpose, I have a goal. I choose to live it, I choose it all. I have a purpose, I have a goal. And I choose it now. 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 For myself, for my family, I choose it now. For my community, I choose it now. For the generations coming behind me, I choose it now. I choose it now. I choose it now. I choose my calling now. I choose my purpose now. I choose it now. I choose me now. I choose me now. I choose me now. I choose me now. Lord. Okay, thank you, Carissa. It's been a pleasure, guys. Please share. Share if there was something here that inspired you, if there was... what didn't? And you know there's somebody in your world that needs to hear it, then please tag someone in. Yes, music absolutely has that incredible power. I didn't even realize the extent to what I could use music for. There was a time I was hiding away from it. I still remember once at church I kind of made this decision inside of me to just kind of put my music to one side and forget about it when it came to the business and all of that. And then someone walked up to me and said, you know, God wants to use your voice to impact lots of people. I just started crying. It's like, I just settled into not doing anything with it. But when the call comes, honeys, the call is there and you know it. You know it. I know it. Let's not fight it any longer. Let's live out the call in our lives, okay? Choose it now. Okay, tag someone in. That would be so amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys. Thank you for donating your additions to this. Thank you, Kian. Thank you, Carissa. Thank you, everybody else that's been here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's such a pleasure to hang out with you this afternoon. I look forward to working with some of you on the Purpose Driven Profits program. 8 weeks boot camp, you and I working together, getting your highly profitable online business off the ground in about 90 minutes a day, whether you have technical skills or not, and without a lot of money. Okay? So go and have a look at that program right now. It's at rosemarynonunite.com/PDP. The link is in there somewhere. I'll put it on the top as well when I'm done with this. This has been the Church of RNK. I am glad to have been your source of inspiration for about, I don't know how long this has been going on for, but go forth and prosper, because that is your birthright. It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you are born to live, because you know what? Behind all the fears and craziness, you absolutely want to. Thank you so much for being here. Much love, guys. Much love. Have a blessed day. As well, Carissa and everybody else. Much love. Bye.